This is Joshua Michael from Royalty Cult, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast.
Hey, you are listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast, and I am Bruce.
My name is Chris.
You interrupted me. I was going to say your hostess with the mostest. I was kind of getting creative, but you
That
fucked
is
it
such a fucking dad joke.
I know, but it's so cool, and it's real, and you fucked everything up.
I always do. It's the role I play in life.
Nice.
I'm here to fuck shit up and take names.
Great. So, I don't know if you learned anything about these guys, about Royal Cult, but I sent you the link earlier. Did you get a chance to check them out?
I was just listening to the song Stay This Way, and it sounds fucking killer.
Yeah, they're a pretty good band. I know they're on Pavement, I believe. We've done a lot of stuff with them again. We seem to be doing a lot of stuff with like a lot of these same record companies, which is good. They're starting to appreciate what we do.
I mean, if you look at us, we're so
Right.
sexy. I mean, how could you not?
Right. Jason Momoa and I don't know who am I quitting you to?
Jack Tripper.
Yeah, okay. Jack Tripper. Like in the old days, like the Three's Company days?
Yeah. John Ritter. No, what?
Yeah, it's John Ritter, but it was Jack Tripper was the
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking you look more like Don Knotts, but we can
Well,
go with
hey, I could be Don Knotts. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, you better not be sleeping with a girl.
Oh my God. I am so sorry to the one person that's listening. At any rate, if you hang on, we'll go ahead and get Josh on the line.
Okay.
Well, hear what he's got to say.
Well, let's do it.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Josh.
There you are.
Oh, there you are. How are you, man?
Doing good.
Yeah,
Good. I'm glad it works.
Yeah, finally. I'm Bruce. That's my partner, Chris.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Where you
I
guys
don't know
at?
if you'll thank us when this is over.
Yeah. You might hang up before we get through. What's it like out there? Is it pretty crazy still, or is it starting to settle down?
It's sort of a weird thing, everybody's trying to live their lives the best they can, but knowing that all this craziness is going on, but they're trying to, I think, slowly close everything again. So like I had heard that San Diego is going back to just takeout orders for restaurants again, and I'm in LA, and we're still doing we can have dine-in, but only outside on the patio.
Mm-hmm.
And LA
and
is hit
things
really
like that
hard
right
now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I haven't really seen this, up close in my face yet, but I keep, reading and seeing everything
Sure.
on the news and just things like that. I do have a friend in Nebraska. His father passed from it, and I have a few friends that have it in other states, but I haven't really personally been hit very hard by it. But it's really a shame.
Yeah, it's hard, man. My wife had 2 employees end up hospitalized with it.
Oh wow.
Needing oxygen, and they're like in their 30s, and healthy. So
it's no longer the 75 and over crowd. I think it's expanding.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Anyway,
the thing.
yeah.
You never know who's gonna be affected by it and in what way. So
Anyway,
let's be happy though. Let's
let's
talk
be
about
happy.
happy things.
let's talk about Royalty Cult. So if fans are not familiar with the Royalty Cult, or our listeners, our 3 listeners, or whatever we got, if you could had a chance to give them like a 2-sentence boardroom pitch, what would it be?
I don't know. It'd just be too passionate, guys that just, want to make music for a living and, just want to create great art and great songs with great melodies. And, that's what we love and that's what we do. We tried to turn it off at one point in our lives, and we figured out that wasn't really going to work out too well. So we're just going for it until we can't anymore.
What do you mean
Awesome.
you're going to turn it off?
Well, for me personally, I realized along the way in my musical journey, and in my life and struggling to be an artist and stuff that it doesn't affect me only. It affects, the people around me. It affects my family and my close friends and things like that. And so I tried to buckle down and live a normal life and, just do the 9 to 5 thing and, really, but that really made me depressed. So I realized that, okay, if I'm going to be alive, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to be a part of this world, this is who I am and this is what I do. And I'm either going to make this happen for me or I'm going to die trying. And, David, feels the exact same way, you know.
So how did you guys meet?
We met 11 years ago when an ad came out for a singer that I had responded to for our old band, Interim Divine. And we played together for about 4 or 5 years doing Interim Divine all over Southern California, then throughout the United States. We got the opportunity to tour with Sponge, who was one of my favorite bands. So that was an
Yeah.
honor. And, things like that. It was cool. Little goals were met and things like that. But then I ended up leaving the band at the time. But me and David always kept in touch, and we tried again in 2016 with a band called World on Fire, and that imploded rather quickly. And at that point, we just decided, okay, we're going to do this, but we're going to keep it just me and him and not have any other guys involved.
Cool. So are you just
So
working at home then? Is that how you guys are kind of recording yourselves?
yeah, more or less. We do not live in the same areas, so he writes and records all the music. He sends it to me. I write the melodies, and then I'll either write the lyrics all by myself, or sometimes we'll write the lyrics together whenever we do get together or whatnot. But then once we got our producer on board, Joshua Booma, he's adding the guitars and things like that, and it's just he's helping bring us up to the next level. So it's great. It's been a great experience.
That's pretty awesome. I saw that you actually worked with Andy Haller as well.
Yeah, Andy Haller is phenomenal. He's actually worked with Enter and Divine before I left the band back in 2012. So that's how we knew him. And he's just a great, great guy. And he recorded all my vocals for this record.
Oh, nice.
What was that process like for you? Was it comfortable, relaxed?
With Andy, it's always laid back and comfortable. He lets me, do my thing, and he'll help me and guide me along the way if he needs to. But he lets me do my thing, and each song honestly is about a 3-hour process. Of laying down the vocals.
Cool.
Is it intimidating going into the studio or going into the vocal booth with him behind the mic, knowing he's worked with like Ozzy and a bunch of other big names?
Not really, because Andy's just such a down to earth, kind guy. It's just I never felt intimidated working with him per se.
Cool.
Nice.
So what do you guys have coming up?
We have a few singles. We just dropped our latest single yesterday, which is a cover of the Postal Service song "This Place Is a Prison," and so far people seem to be liking what they're hearing with that. And next month we have a single Oracle coming out, and then over the next couple months after that, we have a couple more singles leading up to our record is going to be released in December. Enjoying the End will be out on December 6th.
Nice. And where can they pre-order it? Where can they hear all of your stuff?
Yeah, they're going to be able to pre-order that come November 6th, so a month prior. They're going to be able to pre-order it, and it'll be all over iTunes and Amazon and Spotify and YouTube and all the above, everything digital. We are going to do a run of CDs and vinyl as well for it, so yeah, we're just trying to get all of our music out there, and right when we're done, because we're still tracking this record slightly, like we're at the very tail end of it.
Yeah.
But right when we're done, we're going to be tracking our second record immediately. We're not even stopping. We're not going to put it out right away, but we're going to be tracking it right away.
Well, that's a really good idea to stay focused and on the ball.
Yeah, we're actually doing that for our first 3 records. It's just going to be nonstop.
And especially right now, I mean, you can't go tour or anything. So if you just keep yourself going, you'll constantly be able to stay in people's faces with new stuff.
Yeah, exactly, and it's great. Actually, this band, as I mentioned, the World on Fire stuff was in 2016. So, Royalty Cult started in 2016, but we kept it under wraps. We didn't, not that anybody cared, but we didn't tell anybody about what we were doing, and we just kept writing and writing and writing. We wrote almost 100 songs, and we saved the best 30, and that's what we've been doing. So we just launched, a month ago, to the world finally. But we kept it under wraps for 4 years and just wrote the best songs that we could.
Okay, I have a weird question for you. How did you get Tori Spelling to give you guys? I haven't watched the video yet. I'm just looking at your YouTube page. And how did you get her to give you a kudos on YouTube?
Well, honestly, she does a thing with Ian Ziering, who played Steve Sanders on 90210, and he's big for the Sharknado stuff and as well.
Yeah.
They do a thing called New Skin, and I was sort of talking to them about doing that and helping with that, like that business a little bit at one point. But then I had reached out to her through Cameo. As a matter of fact, it wasn't that hard. And I just, some people frown on things like that, or it's like, oh, that's lame, don't do that. That's cheating or whatever. For me, I'm looking at it as advertisement, because sometimes people aren't always going to listen to me and David say, hey, check out our music, but they will listen to these people that they've grown up watching or whatnot, just like they'll listen to a label say, hey, go listen to this.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I just went on your YouTube page. I was like, wait a second, why is Tori Spelling here?
I thought that it would be fun. It's we got Jose Mangan did one, and Doc Coyle from Bad Wolves did one for us as well, which that's in the musical community. But we thought that we would have fun with it a little bit too. With our audience, we like to take ourselves serious, but when it comes to stuff like that, we're like, hey, let's have a little fun with this. And David Faustino did one for us as well, who played Bud Bunny on Buried with Children.
Interesting.
And I know him personally, by living here in LA and stuff. So, he had no problem with doing that, and it was cool. And I honestly want to do Ric Flair. Would be amazing, but his price tag's a little high.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ric Flair would be epic.
Yeah, I think it'd be hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chris, you got anything else? No, I'm good.
I don't, man. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Josh, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.